Hi, I'm Becky Brand, and I'm the Associate Sales Director for the Lake Country office out here in Economowoc. Wanted to give you an overview as to what's going to be covered during the January 20th Seller Seminar, including a couple of slides, which we'll see in a moment. You know, Dan and I and your management teams, we understand the frustration of the marketplace as you try every which way you can to get sellers to take advantage of this market and move forward with their lives. We want to take a little bit of the pressure off, let sellers and other people hear same things you've been telling them, but maybe said a little differently from different people, and hopefully we can get some of those concepts to click. Our goal in this seminar is to end the confusion for sellers about what's going on in the marketplace, where are buyers coming from, what's their mindset, and communicate the urgency we have of selling homes in the next 4 months. We want to show them that Shorewest has the knowledge and the tools they need to maximize every dollar they can out of their home sale. And you know what? We'll communicate the good news about the market too. So Dan and I'll give about a 30-minute presentation, and then it'll be time for questions at the end. And you know, last time we did this, we had some really great questions asked, which really showed that people were engaged with the material and really listening. And of course, every attendee will receive a packet including all the slides we present. So let's take a look at a couple of those slides now. So let's take a look at a few of the slides we'll be presenting at the January 20th seminar. Bear with us, I know this isn't the best way to show you these slides, but you'll get the idea. And most of you are familiar with this information, so I'm going to keep the commentary brief, but realize that we will present these slides from a layman's point of view during the seminar. So this first slide shows home sales year over year, 2008 versus 2009, in different price ranges. And it looks at the information nationally, in the Midwest, in the Metro, Milwaukee market, and then specifically even down to Waukesha County. And what we use this slide for is sellers, they're confused. They hear that home units are up, more homes are selling, we should have more demand earlier in 2010 than we have had in the past, and they're wondering why prices aren't going up or at least being stabilized. So we go through and show them that really the increases we've had in home sales have all been under $250,000. Just a way to show them what's actually going on in the marketplace. The next slide talks about a quote from Mark Zandi, who's the chief economist at moodyseconomy.com, and he was quoted in Fortune magazine about prices for next year. He's expecting a 5 to 10% fall in prices nationally and even over 30% in places like Miami. Why? Well, even though demand may be going up those first 4 months, we expect supply to fly up this year. Zandi estimates that 2.4 million homes this year will go into foreclosure. Those are homes that will go on the market and need to be sold. So he's saying prices are going to keep going down at least through the end of this year. Sellers get to a certain part in the seminar and they think to themselves, well, maybe we'll wait, which for some sellers is okay, but we need to talk about how long they would have to wait to get back to peak prices. This slide shows when, if I could sell my house for $400,000 sometime in the last 5 years, when will I be able to sell it for $400,000 again? If you look, Wisconsin is in orange. That means somewhere between 2014 and 2017 is when peak prices will come back. And by the way, this is from Fiserv and moodyseconomy.com. And the last slide I wanted to show you is just a graphic that kind of illustrates what's going to happen to prices as that demand tapers off. During January, February, and March, we have two things that are going to help drive demand. The first is the tax credit. The second is low interest rates. But we know that that program the federal government has been putting on to keep those interest rates low is going to end at the end of March. So now at the end of March, we're still have the tax credit to drive demand, but then at the end of April, that will end. So the question is, how much will demand drop off? None of us can predict that exact amount, but we do know that there will be a significant drop in demand at the end of April. And we'll talk about how does this affect Wisconsin specifically when it comes to prices and how much inventory we see coming in the market. All of that will be taken really down to the local level. So that's just a brief piece of the presentation for January 20th. This is a great opportunity for you to provide some fantastic information to your clients, prospective clients, your sphere, really anybody you come in contact with. The seminar is January 20th, 2010 from 6 to 7:30 p.m. at Country Springs. The last time we did this, we had a number of agents attend, so please feel free to do so. We look forward to seeing you there.